Let's start with the news of Aziz getting into the Australian World Cup squad. Imagine everyone at the club's absolutely delighted.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely delighted for him. He's been really, really good for me since I've taken the job. Really consistent, really good day to day on the training pitch and around the group. So listen, everybody's delighted for him. Yeah.
It's good for the club as well, isn't it? And I guess it gives everyone as well as him, just everyone a lift as well.
Absolutely does. Yeah, it gives us a team to adopt in the World Cup to watch as well. So listen, we wish him all the best there. But he's also fully aware that we've got 2 big games coming up before we go. So that's his main focus. But overall, delighted for him.
I mean, just on that, I mean, is there any danger that somebody, when they've got that big prize to look forward to, might allow their mind just to drift a wee bit?
Knowing as he is and the type of boy he is and the type of individual he is, that won't be an issue for him. To be honest with you, it'll probably be the opposite. He'll be even more keen to go away off the back of some decent results. But again, that's the type of individual that he is.
Just before I get to the game, I know there was a bit of talk in the papers about Charlie Mulgrew coming in as your first team coach. Is there anything that you're able to say about that?
There'll be an announcement on that over the next week or so, but we'll save that for then.
Just in terms of the game then, it's a classic game. You look at it, you look at the league table, it's got a real big game kind of feel.
Well, I think every game that for us from now till the end of the season has and is going to have that feel. It's a game that we'd very, very much like to win, and that's how we're looking for it.
I mean, as a manager, do you and the group look at league tables at all?
I can't speak for the players, but I think I'd be lying if I said I didn't look at it. But like I say, there's 3 points at stake. It's a game that we would very, very much like to win, and that is our focus.
I mean, you win, you're right back in the pack, and pull another team very much into that pack. I guess if you lose, there's always the risk that you become a bit cut adrift at the bottom, even though we're at the stage we're in the season. I guess when you factor all that in, that's why there might be a bit of a spotlight in this game.
Possibly, but I don't think it's. Like I say, it's one game that we'd like to win. There's 3 points at stake. We don't want to get detached, but we've still got plenty of games left to go. But our main focus is trying to do everything we can to take 3 points tomorrow night.
And a bit of revenge in your mind going into this after the last?
It was only a couple of weeks ago that we played them. As we know that they're a decent side. We've been involved in a lot of close games over the last 5, 6, 7 weeks. So revenge, no, not so much. It's just an argument. Team news, everybody's fit and available apart from Charlie, who's still struggling with a thigh injury. Very unlikely that we'll get him back for the weekend as well, but he is improving.
Perfect. All right.
Next. Yeah, Liam was just going to say that in that kind of nice conundrum, there is no hiding place. The players have shown how good they can be this season with the performances you've had, the good results you've had. It's just that consistency, and presumably, let's just get that started tomorrow night. That
is the message, that is the plan. I've been pleased with a lot of aspects over the last 4 or 5 games. Pleased for 89 minutes on Saturday at a difficult venue, but we're looking to build on that. And like you say, to get a run of consistent performances, and if we do that, then hopefully we'll get consistent results.
I said to Liam, it's such a tight league, it doesn't take, you've seen St Johnstone 3 wins in the bounce and they're right back up in the mix. That's just presumably what you want to emulate. Absolutely,
yeah. I think it's the beauty of the league this year is that I think anybody, apart from the top 2, but even St Johnstone winning yesterday shows you that when we pushed Celtic on Saturday, that anybody can beat anybody. So it's about hopefully getting back-to-back results and a consistent period of results that can catapult you very, very quickly up. But to be honest with you, I think it's going to be like that the whole season. I think it's going to be up and down and twos and fro's. So we just need to concentrate on the 3 points tomorrow night.
2 massive games and then a huge break, a break that we're not really used to. The only way that players yourself will be able to enjoy that is going in with a spring in your step.
Well, listen, that is the plan. Yeah, absolutely. It's something that's new to everybody. The players will get a period of time off, and then we'll be back training. We'll get plenty of time on the training pitch with them. We'll have friendlies and set up and ready to go, and then it'll be straight back into it for what is a very congested festive period.
And maybe vital you head out to Qatar, Tony, maybe get you a flight out so you can monitor.
We're working on that. Top my tan up, but we'll see. We'll have a couple of days and then we'll get back to work.
As Tyron was mentioning about Kilmarnock, I know we always love to talk about revenge, and I'm sure the players and yourself will have words away from us. But it is a game where you certainly can't afford to trip up. It's almost not, it's not a must win every game you want to win, but it's definitely not a must, can't afford to lose.
I don't see it as a must win. I see it as we would very, very much like to win. As for the revenge, as we play each other that often in Scotland, that in 3 weeks' time we can play. Four weeks ago we were playing Aberdeen. So listen, it works in swings and roundabouts. So we were disappointed after getting put out of the cup, but it's a league game tomorrow night, and we're looking to take the 3 points. Thank you.
Liam, given what's at stake tomorrow night and both sides desperate for a victory, what sort of game can you expect?
That's a good question. It could be end to end, it could be open, or it could be very, very nervy. You just never know. Every game of football is different. Every game of football has different challenges. We'll prepare the players as best we can, as we always do for every opposition. We're back at home. So listen, there's 3 points at stake at the end of the day, and we are doing our very, very best to come away with the 3 points at the end of the game.
And how important a commodity could patience and just keeping a cool head be tomorrow?
I think that's always important. Players on the pitch have got to be calm and got to be clear and have a clear idea of what we want as a staff from them. Sometimes that's very difficult in the heat of the battle. But like I say, listen, it could be an nervy game, it could be an end-to-end game. Who knows? But we'll have to adapt to whatever comes.